Hey, I have so much to tell you. So many updates. Here's what has happened since my last video. So the last video I was trying to figure out like what all is going on. I'm going to talk to an allergist. I'm going to talk to my functional neurologist and all the things. But here's what I thought about. I was doing research on birth control and the way the hormones work in the body, and cortisol and mast cell activation disorder and syndrome and all the things that may make you flush and get crazy in your chest and your neck area. And so I was reading the links between birth control and all the stuff that I have going on. So here's the thing with my story. I have been on birth control probably about 20 years. So the only time I've come off is to have my children. I've got 2 kids. I keep wiping my nose because my son had a head cold and I think I'm getting it now. So just so you know, there's that. But that there's a link between the mast cell activation disorder and the birth control pills. So I talked to my husband and we decided that I was going to come off of those and try to let my body just adjust itself with its natural hormones and see what's going on. So that's where we are now with that. Normally I would have taken my pill yesterday, but I didn't. There was one time where I missed a Monday or a Sunday because the pharmacy didn't refill my prescription. And so I have gone like a full week before without taking the pill. But today is Tuesday, and this is the first time, besides trying to get pregnant, that I've actually been off that pill this long. Because I've only ever, again, missed one. So I did notice today I got really upset about something during a meeting and I got super flushed, but I'm okay with that. I was telling a friend of mine, I'm okay if I'm going to be flushed, if I have a reason to be flushed. If I'm upset, if I'm angry, if something has got my blood pressure up, that's fine. I don't mind that at all. It's when I'm just having like a one-on-one conversation and all of a sudden I'm flushed up my chest and up my neck for no reason. Not cool. Had to do a quick timeout because my son was knocking at the door. So you will see that today I am filming in a very low-cut shirt. I want to come out of it altogether. I'm filming in a very low-cut shirt because I never film in low-cut shirts, and I want to. Sorry, I was trying to be funny and lost my whole thing. I want to encourage my chest to do its thing in these videos. This is what these videos are for. It's just all out there on the table. And I know I've told you before, I'm like, look, and then it does nothing. So if you look in my last video, I'll link that, but you'll see that right as I was coming towards the end of my birth control packet, I had a mixed drink with alcohol. And you can see like 2 splotches on me where whatever is happening in my body just goes crazy. Then I took a hot shower and it just like everywhere. So I posted those pictures in the last video because I haven't really been able to capture this on video yet. And right now I have a studio light. I'm in a very small space here. I have the studio light on it to where it could get hot in here if it wants to. And there's a lot of distractions going on around me, so I'm hoping that that would trigger something, but there's a mirror back there, so I keep looking over there, and it's not happening so far. So anyway, I was curious to know if maybe this is an allergic reaction to a food, something in my diet. Am I allergic to some sort of cortisol or histamine, whatever the case may be. But right now I'm feeling like it is my birth control, that there's something in those hormones in that birth control packet that's just not doing well in my system. And I was reading about how the release of certain hormones in the birth control can make the cortisol react, make the mast cell activation happen because of the histamine that is released in your body. So, and I'm paraphrasing based off the research that I've done, and I'm just telling you this not as a medical professional, but just as, hey, I've been looking for answers to this stuff in research for a really long time, and I can never find any answers. And now here I am on video trying to show my own self, my story, tell my story, and take you along on the journey. I made an appointment to meet with my functional neurologist, and we're just going to go over some like ways to reset my body and balance myself back. And I told my husband, I'm like, could it be that it was my birth control pill and it's actually that simple? And I said, I can't imagine that it would actually be that simple. And he said, well, maybe sometimes things are just easy. He's amazing. And you know what? I think that it can be the case. Maybe sometimes things are masked as something else, and we think they're going to be these major crazy things, and maybe it is something as simple as my birth control pills, or maybe that's a start of it. I was reading about TriNessa and TriSprintec, because I started out on Ortho Tri Cyclen, and then I got moved, I think I get them mixed up, to TriNessa or TriSprintec, and then I got moved to TriNessa. And if you go out there and read the reviews on TriNessa, I think it's TriNessa. Let me look really quick. And you read about TriNessa, TriSprintec. I think it's TriNessa though. There are so many bad reviews about people having anxiety and depression, hot flashes. Those were the main things that I was trying to read, because those are the things that I relate to the most, is the hot flashes. And that's one thing that I was reading about too, is that maybe it's hot flashes, because it is these like waves of heat that hit me, and then it's like my body has a hard time adjusting. So one of the things that I've noticed since I've stopped taking the birth control pill, which I just had my period, I was supposed to stop taking it. That's like the sugar pill moments. But one of the things I noticed is that during that time, if I do get hot and kind of, or I get hot and then I'll look and there's no flushing, no redness, but it still has kind of like the pins and needles kind of itchiness to it. Or there's some light flushing, but it's like my body temperature regulates itself back more quickly. So I may feel like a little rush of heat, and then it just subsides. So I've noticed that. Today I was in a meeting and I was speaking. Normally it's a every Tuesday meeting that we do with our staff, department heads. And even though I trust and love those people in that meeting, I still get somewhat nervous. And so if I speak, I feel like all eyes are on me and I start to get flushed and overheating. But today I noticed that I didn't feel that sensation. I wasn't so hyper aware. I was not so hypersensitive. I had a really long one-on-one conversation with my boss, who's the president of the company. And normally I would start to feel just like really tense and like, oh my gosh, is he judging me? Just hypersensitive to what his thoughts are to me. And we were having a pretty in-depth conversation, and I just did not feel that today. Like I was aware that I was not aware of my body. I was just there. My head was there. So far I'm feeling really good about stopping the birth control pills. This is just my first week outside of my period off those birth control pills. So I'm going to continue to track it from here and look into some other things as well. But man, I'm in here with you. And normally I would be so flushed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a shower, and then I'll probably come back in here and just show on camera what happens after the shower. So I'll be back. All right. Shower, and it's still not bad like it normally would be. Nothing. Let me see if I turn one of these lights out. I mean, hot shower, that just seems normal to me. It's normally not like this. It would be splotched everywhere. So, yep, that's after a shower. And sometimes I feel a little itchy on my arms. But nope, just a little bit. Red cheeks. I can't force it to happen with you. But I promise it happens. So that's my update as of this moment. Really just the second or third week into this journey. I've stopped the birth control pills. I'll continue to update you on things that are going on. And I'll probably come with some more compiled research. I'm doing a lot of research, but by the time I have time to get on video and talk about it, I just kind of ramble to you because I don't have the research in front of me. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're experiencing this yourself, let's have a conversation about it. Talk to me in the comments. I'd love to hear your feedback about what you're experiencing and what that does to you. If you've done any research on your own or gone and seen medical professionals yourself or changed things in your diet or have overcome this, then talk to me and talk in the comments and let people know what it is that worked for you. Just know that you're not alone. I think we all deal with certain things that kind of dig into us to cause some insecurity, but it really just starts right here. And I think we can feel so empowered when we know maybe there are options for me out there. Maybe this is not the end result. Maybe I don't have to settle for this. So I'm kind of one of those people that I'm either going to win or I'm going to die trying. I'm going to accomplish it or I'm going to die trying. Why not die trying? What's the worst it's going to do? It's going to kill me. That's okay. Because life is really not about avoiding death. Death is going to happen. It's about living and living your fullest, most potential life that you could ever have. Right? Am I right? So stay on this journey with me. I hope this video is helpful. I just hope that having someone talk to you about their own personal experience is helpful. I know that's always helpful for me. But I'll continue to update you, and I'll let you know what's next, and I'll just take you along for the journey. It's just a conversation. And again, no real nothing. Nothing. I want to make it happen, and yet I just keep showing you a chest with nothing on it. So luckily I have those pictures to show you that that does happen. But again, maybe I just feel safe talking about it for the first time ever to people who may be going through this as well. So you're not alone. We're going to hang in there together, and might want to check your birth control. If you're on birth control pills, look into your birth control. And there we go. See ya.